Donald Trump is not only the president-elect, but also a businessman. And today, he explained how he will handle the financial and business conflicts of interest that will accompany him to the White House. Robert Frank has the details.
Donald Trump today answering one of the central questions after this election. How can the richest man ever elected as U.S. president separate his business and financial interests from the Oval Office? Now, the president, of course, is exempt from federal ethics rules. But Trump started out the press conference saying he doesn't have to do anything. And in fact, he's passed up billions of dollars in deals since the election to avoid a conflict of interest appearance.
I have a no conflict situation because I'm president, which is, I didn't know about that until about 3 months ago, but it's a nice thing to have. But I don't want to take advantage of something. I could actually run my business and run government at the same time. I don't like the way that looks, but I would be able to do that if I wanted to.
Now, today he announced several steps to separate himself from the Trump Organization. First and foremost, he is stepping down as CEO of the company and will remove himself from operations and strategy. The company will now be run by Eric and Donald Jr., his two sons. The company will also have an ethics advisor to approve all major changes at the company. And they're not doing any new deals overseas, though they will continue to expand in the U.S. Now, his ownership will be put into a trust. It's unclear who the beneficiary of that trust will be. But Donald Trump's attorney saying during the press conference he shouldn't have to destroy the business that he created just because he became president. Now, the big question here is whether all of this goes far enough to solve the critics who worry about a pay-for-play or the possibility of Trump employing and exploiting the Oval Office for financial gain.
He cannot retain ownership interest in the business and say that he is free of conflicts of interest. He's not, and there are going to continue to be serious legal problems as well as national security problems connected with this business empire.
For Nightly Business Report, I'm Robert Frank.